Oh god, I commentated a few of your games.
Oh yeah, I guess you did. Because you were
I was the
VV stream.
backup.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was the VV stream backup.
I would love to commentate sometime,
I
but
think
I don't know how it
Fuckfest
works.
Seldom is pretty casual on getting people to commentate. So I think you should just be able to ask. Like I
I
remember
see.
one day I forgot to sign up for Sneldom. I woke up too late to sign up for Sneldom. So
Hmm.
I saw Alvaro was
All right.
commentating.
Thank God that
Oh,
my bathroom is literally like 2-3 steps away, and I'm like, yo, sick. I'm so happy. This is the perks of being in an apartment. Anyways, let's get to it. So Nami is joined. So begins the story of Sokka123. Now, starts with me, Jelly, Zay. Okay.
okay.
It was originally me and Jelly. Jelly was like, "Oh, you want to come and play?" I was like, "Yeah, okay, sure, why not?" So I go and play Sui Mirrors. I'm like, okay, blah blah blah, play the game. Zay then joins, and we're talking about shit that we do not be liking about Nero. We were getting heated about talking about Nero. I'm like, yo, Kota gotta go. And after a certain point, I was like, actually, I got called away for something, so I had to move, right?
Mhm.
So I went away for around like 10, 15, 20 minutes, right? So I come back after a little bit. My mic was muted and everything. And I was like, okay, cool. Join back. There's like, now I see the notification of like, instead of 3 people, it's 4 people. I'm like, yo, what? And this 4th person, shit, you're not. It's the most ominous thing in the universe. Was named Sokka123. And that's not all. This profile picture was default Discord. That should have been the red flag. Because I'm sitting there like, what the fuck? But I came in the middle, and apparently he was already talking. Okay. And I don't know where I remember it, but I remember he started talking about Tekken. And he's like, oh yeah, I used to beat my friend's ass. Yeah. And that was really good. But I'm at the point where like I want to play Melty, but like everybody's so good. And I'm so bad. But like Dragon Ball Fighters, it's like I'm either too good or I get stomped out by somebody really good. I'm like, all right, so you're like the mid, you have the mid player price. It's cool. But then he went over to Tekken and he started saying a bunch of bullshit that was just not right. And I was like, what? And he's like, so yeah, I play Xiao Yu too. I love that girl. She's really good. And I'm like, bro, what? And it's like, oh yeah, and Brian always does really good with all those combos. And I'm like, we're talking about Jet Upper, right? The like the taunt mix up where you die at the fucking wall. He doesn't even talk about that. So, anyways, he's talking about Tekken, and I can already tell he's already bullshitting. So Zay's just like Zay just sat there mad quiet. I was like, I'm be honest with you, I don't play Tekken. I was
It's
like, all right.
exactly what I said.
I was like, all right, yeah, that's right. But he keeps
Yeah.
going on, right? And at a certain point, I started picking up like he's like monologuing. He's like talking to himself. So I thought about it. I was like, let me go DM Zay. So I DM Zay. I was like, bro, what is he talking about? He's going on and on. And I was, what? I don't know how it transitioned. It transitioned some way to Yu Yu Hakusho. And I think we were talking about like anime games.
Yeah, because like we were talking about Melty and yeah, like anime games, and he brought up how like he played Yu Yu Hakusho like when he was younger or something like that, or like some Yu Yu Hakusho fighting
Yeah,
game.
because it came over from it started with Mortal Kombat. I was like, look, I can't play Mortal
Right.
Kombat. And it's like I was like, but like I play mainly anime games, even old ones. And he's like, oh yeah, I played Yu Yu Hakusho once. I was like, what? And I'm like that old as like that old as Yu Yu Hakusho? What? So he keeps talking. Then we get into anime. Man, he starts listing all these old anime. or at least so that's what he thinks. So yeah, I watch a lot of anime, man. I watch a lot of anime. I was like, okay, cool. He's like, see, like they don't make it like it is anymore. And I was like, yeah, dude. Yeah, I used to watch School Days every time when I was a wee child before I had to go to work. He never picked up on that. He didn't even like bat an eye. I was like, what? And he's like, so yeah, and I don't care about any of the top three. I watch really old anime like Yu Yu Hakusho and what shit he said Sailor Moon. It's like, yeah, man. So I mean if you don't like any of the anime, any of the old anime, you probably wouldn't appreciate it as much. Pause. There was a significant pause, and it's like, so as you can tell, I have a lot of anime body count. When he
What?
when this motherfucker said that shit, Zay, first of all, I know I like because I didn't mute my mic at that point. I laughed so fucking hard. I was like, "Yo, what?" Zay was like, "I don't know what's going on."
I literally like I had to cover my mouth.
That's what he meant by anime body
Yeah,
count. Is
Yes,
is like how
yes.
many anime he's
He's
watched?
watched. He was like, I
yeah.
have a high anime
It's not.
body count, and I
It's
was
not
like,
even like,
what?
oh, I'm so good at anime games. It's like, oh, I've
No,
watched Sailor Moon and Yu
no,
Yu
bro. No, he
Hakusho.
was talking about. He's like, look, man, look, you gotta watch it. He was talking about old anime. It's like, yeah, and there's something about old anime that you didn't watch it before, like you just not really like it. I have a lot of anime body count. I was like, wait, what? So my brain already froze at that point. Zay, being the gentleman that he is, starts to go back to Melty Blood, and we're talking about. I was like, oh, what do you play in Code Code? It's like, who's that dude with the things coming out of him? Oh, you mean Nero? Yeah, Nero. I play him. I almost died. I was like, "Dude, you're a fucking liar." You know, so he's like, "Oh, which moon?" I play Think Age. I was like, "Oh," and so I chimed in. I was like, "Oh yeah, that's Zay's best character. He always beats me up with that character." So he's still not picking up on it. And then we were asking about Lumina. I was like, "Who do you plan to play in Lumina?" So, I think the dude with the eyes. And it's like, "Oh, Vlav? Yeah, that character's really good." And then he said Miyako. And you know where I'm
What?
going with this? That he said Miyako, and I quickly DM'd Zay. I was like, I swear to God, if he says anything about wanting to fuck Miyako, I'm ejecting so fast. And Zay just says saying. The fucked up part about it is that he kept saying like she's so kick ass and shit. I thought he was gonna say it. He never said it. So we're sitting there like, what?
Y'all got lucky.
We
So
thought at this time, yeah.
no, it doesn't. It doesn't.
Oh,
It doesn't stop. It really doesn't. So he starts talking more and more about shit that we just don't care about. Like it wasn't anime. It was definitely about like. It was definitely after Lumina, and I think he was talking more about like. Um. No, he went back to anime. That's the part that fucked me up. He went back to anime, and so at that point, after the Miyako part, I muted my mic. This is important because there's a difference. I muted my mic, Zay did not. And we went to DMs. So Zay keeps trying to feel the fire of talking. He went back from anime into Tekken, and he didn't notice that I was not talking because I muted. Zay was talking with him for a bit. Then after a few minutes, he stopped talking. And I was like, Zay, what are you doing? And I was like, did you mute your mic? He's like, no, I didn't. I'm too far in. I was like, bruh. So he's purposely closing his mouth. And this dude is talking for 5 minutes straight. And we're like, what the fuck? And after a certain point, we were debating how long this would go if we did not make a sound like A Quiet Place, the horror movie, before he ejects the fuck out, right? Well, after around 15 minutes, the dude starts to figure out that he's like, oh, where'd that blank guy with the no name went? Which she now calls me no name. That shit is funny as fuck. So he noticed Zay is not talking, but he doesn't have the mic muted. He noticed my shit was muted. So he goes, Zay, you there? You there? And I'm thinking this dude's gonna hit that little X on the phone to disconnect, right? No. After a long ass pause again,
It had to be like 3-4 minutes of silence.
this dude kicks a rap about Zay. And I'm saying, yes, he starts rapping about Zay, dude. He starts rapping about Zay, and I'm telling you, the shit was crazy because it's not only a rap about Zay, he took 2 tracks from Hobson, and I had to tell Zay he's taking lyrics from Hobson and just rearranging it about you. The 2 songs was Sag My Pants. You need to listen to that to get the context of what the fuck he was talking about. And Illmind Hobson 3, which you also need to listen to understand the horror of it. Because he took all the lyrics from Hobson and just made it about Zay. But the way how he starts about it, he goes, Zay, you there? Zay's getting hosed. And I was like, excuse me? He's like, Zay's getting hosed. And then he starts rapping. And I'm like, I'm be real with you, I was so glad my mic was muted because I laughed for 10 minutes straight. I was like, holy fuck. And Zay's just like, yo, my homeboy's gone. Like, and I feel for him because he's like, I never had this happen to me. Who does? I didn't even know people do this. And so we're in this situation where nobody was talking. And he kept rapping, right? And then slowly but surely, everybody was quiet. Literally. 1, me, 2, Zay, 3, Sokka123 did not say shit in that voice chat. It was dead silent. And me and Zay are talking to DMs and we're like, we're really doing this, huh? It's like, seems so. And I was like, he really. And I thought he was going to leave around the 10-minute mark. It's been, after that point, 25 additional minutes. He still hasn't left the voice chat. And we're horrified because Zay's like, this is mad awkward. And I'm sitting there like, oh my god, we're actually not going to be able to use this voice chat. This is fucked up. So nobody said shit. Okay. And after around additional 7 minutes, Zay goes, I'm going to do something. And I'm like, no! He starts speaking. He's like, yo, you there? No response from him. I was like, okay, it's time. So we're going to voice chat 3, right? He's in voice 1. This all happened in the Melty server. So we're going to voice chat 3 for a specific purpose because there was a capacity of 3 people. My thought process was, if you see somebody go into a limit, if you see someone move into a different voice chat, they're probably going to be in a set or something, so you don't want to bother them, right? So we go there. So I go there. I didn't even say go to voice chat with me, Zay. Zay saw me move. He moved with me in voice chat 3. I quickly DM Eve. I was like, Eve, please help us. Please help us. Yo, I was like, Eve, please, we need your help. We actually need you. Let me see if I can bring up. Yep. No. I said Eve. I'm typing so fast, but we need your help. They go, hi, what's up? Bro, well, fuck me up. We went into voice chat 3, right? Mind you, we're in voice chat 3 now. We went there and we were talking shit about him for around 3 minutes, right? But I was DMing Eve in the middle of that. I was like, Eve, we need your help. By the time I said we need your help, I heard the join notification like bling, and I was like, and I sat there, I was like, fuck. I didn't say it out loud, but I was like, so I quickly looked. he went from voice to voice chat 3. I quickly muted my mic, and Zay was by himself again. So they was like, "Yo, what's up? We didn't hear from you." He's like, "Yeah." So I didn't hear from you guys either. So I went and was on a phone call with my friend. I was talking to him, and this where it gets even weirder because I don't understand the concepts of this. But I quickly DM'd Zay. I was like, "Bro, we're doomed. We can't make it out. We're actually in a horror movie. This is like a movie. This is like the version of Get Out, but in Discord form." So then he starts talking about his friend. He's like, "Yeah, my friend's a dick," and so he said my friend's a dick. I was like, "All right." So Zay's like trying to smooth this over, and I'm like, "Why didn't we ghost him?" So he's like, "Now I don't want to get too personal or go into details, but my friend keeps saying was talking shit and saying he was big," and I was like, "But you're not that big though." But he wasn't saying what was big or what wasn't big. He wasn't specifying the thing. And so I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? And we were like, what? And he's like, I don't want to go into details, but yeah, I kept making fun of him saying it wasn't that big. And we were like, what? Uh-huh. And so at this point, Zay is still talking with him. I'm like, dude, we need to figure this out. And I'm still reeling from the anime body count, mind you. So my mind is already on it. Anyways, so after a certain point, he goes back to anime again. And then he starts talking about, he's like, yo, this is where Zay actually had to bow out. Because he starts talking about anime girls. He's like, yeah, some anime girls are so sexy. And we're like, all right, cool. And I was it's like, it's 2021, and nowadays you can't say one girl is sexy because she's 16, and they look at you weird. And Zay was like, "Wait, hold up." He started talking. He's like, "Yo, hold on, what is even happening?" And and I was like, "Zay, you need to get out. You need to like make up an excuse." He's like, "Yeah, no, I should say I got work," but he wasn't getting a word in, so we were stuck. So for the first time in ever, I had to unmute my mic, and I was like, "Zay, Zay, Zay." And he's like, "Yeah." I was like, "I gotta pick up to carpool to work tomorrow, right?" He's like, "Yeah." This dude is gonna be like, "Oh, so you guys know each other in real life?" I was like, "Yeah, absolutely." And I was like, he's like, "Oh, all right." And this is where the true horror actually is it. So, "Oh, all right. Yeah, I should go too. I have to go to sleep. But hey, let me just add you." And it was like, "Oh, yeah, for sure. Exactly like that, stutters and all." I was like, "Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, please, by all means, add us." But I'm gonna add you. And anytime you guys are in voice chat, I'm gonna just pull up. All right. So like, yeah, sure, absolutely. Yeah, we'll see each other soon again. It's like, yeah, all right. I was like, yeah, peace, bye. Now this is where I thought it would end. Apparently not, because my ass, being so smart, I instantly blocked him on sight after he sent the friend request. Not Zay. I don't even know what Zay did with the friend request. Doesn't matter. Because what ended up happening, I thought we were done. Zay DMs me.
Yeah,
Sokka one two
this was
three.
yesterday.
Sokka123 actually tried to Discord call him.
What?
And I was horrified because that basically. So this is pretty much the end of the story, but basically meant he meant that shit, and we can't use that Discord voice chat anymore. Well, it's sort of what I thought. But I was like, but after the whole ordeal, I was like, Eve, please make a voice chat 4 and make it 2-player max so we can have an escape route. And they did. We now have a voice chat 4 and in the Melty server. So
I,
long story short, that was created because of Sokka123. And
I
that's the
can't
story.
believe you guys are actually Discord refugees.
Bro, that shit was crazy. Oh my god. You can stop recording now, son, because that's the end of the story. But bro,